Literally, you're doing that to the water molecule. Did you know that? There it is. That's what happens on the left with the words, I kill you, you make me sick. You know how they did it? They put water and they put the word, I kill you or make me sick. In Japanese, which by the way is in all languages, pictographs. Sanskrit languages. Just like Hebrew. The original Paleo-Hebrew was in pictures. So they put the word, I kill you, you make me sick in Japanese, and they paste it, or they taped it to the jar. And the letters emitted frequency to destroy the water molecule. They did the same thing with the word, I love you, or thank you. And look what the shape that it took. By the way, I am in Greece doing a martial arts seminar. And I'm talking to my instructor. We do Filipino martial arts. We defend against knife, sticks, and all that stuff. We train police department soldiers and all that stuff. Okay? So I'm talking to him about frequency and what happens when we cross meridian nerves and we do pressure points and all that stuff. So he's really mesmerized by that because everything we do in martial arts is not about techniques, it's about concepts of rhythms, breaking rhythm, and breaking the person's rhythm when we do self-defense. And we use pressure points to knock somebody out and things like that. So we are practicing. I'm telling him about my research, and he is really excited because now, let's put it to practice in some of the techniques we do. The problem is, I'm the guinea pig. So I'm getting beat up. So at the time I'm done talking to him, there comes a CNN interview with an Italian old little guy. This guy owns a vineyard in Italy. He plays classical music in his whole vineyard 24 hours a day. For some reason, he thought it'd be wise to put speakers all around his vineyard. And they're interviewing him because his grapes are bigger, they're sweeter, and they're ripe faster than the rest. So here I am talking to my instructor, and I look at CNN, and here he is. He's looking at me like, dude, can this be so real? The thing is, they're talking to the little old man, and the reporter says, hey, don't you think that these people think you're crazy? He goes, hey, in Italian, he goes, I don't care if they think I'm crazy. As long as my grapes are bigger and they're sweeter, I'm going to keep playing classical music. But then he made a very interesting note. He says, but what's really interesting is that I've noticed that the vineyards or the grapes that were farthest away from the speakers did not grow as big as fast. And I went like, wow, that's incredible. Then somebody sent me an email that I lost it. I deleted it by accident. I was going to put it in my teaching. That they did a testing on the lemon. One grown outside by itself and the other one playing classical music 24/7. The one that was being played by classical music grew twice the size. Classical music is inspired. How is it that classical music out of the blue for the last 500 years, 400 years, is a new generation who always appreciate classical music? It never dies, isn't it? You get sick, doctors tells you, listen to classical music. It relaxes you. And when you hear music from Glad, it sounds just like classical music, doesn't it? Coincidence? I don't think so. See, Freemasonry, you know, the Knights Templars and stuff, that is more true than you know. Do some studies in it. See, Hollywood, they put it right in your face to confuse you. They want to really deceive you. They're not going to hide it from you. They tell you right in your face. And then they make a really grandeur and all that stuff. And you think, that cannot be. But you see, the Catholic Church, they took a lot of secrets from the temple service. That's no secret. Right? All of you know that. So the whole service of the Catholic Church, the whole liturgy of the Catholic Church is the pattern just like in the temple service. Even the Gregorian chantings. Gregorian chanting in the 80s came back. It was huge for a little bit, and then they shelved it on them. No, they haven't come out again. By the way, I have a CD with the Gregorian chants in Hebrew of the Psalms also. A lady from France, she did a huge study, she was Jewish, about the music in the scrolls, Ben Asher scrolls. They have certain dots. So much stuff. You know? Is this making sense to you guys? Oh, great, I'm glad. Even the name Adolf Hitler is evil. That's what happened to the water. The water molecule. Even his name emits frequency that is negative. Do you understand why the Hebrews live by their name? Because a good Hebrew name has the name El or Yah. Yahweh, there has a destiny to it. It emits a frequency that is destined to praise Yahweh. If you call Yirmayahu, Yeshayahu, Eliyahu. You live by your name. Every time they call you your name, they're actually calling Yahweh's name. And you are the vessel that they're using to call His name. Imagine that. So when you use a biblical name, Abraham, you have the Hey, Yahoshua. See what I mean? The name means something, and in the name is Yahweh. In other words, everything in your being is to worship Him. Even your name is to worship Him. No wonder the Catholic Church tried to change their names in the Inquisitions. Take your identity of who you belong to, and you never know who you are. They went into the Antarctic ice 2 miles down, and they took water, and they believe this is more likely what Adam used to drink. Now imagine your hexagonal-shaped water molecules, and your DNA strand, the DNA, the helix, is surrounded by water, hexagonal-shaped water molecules. Now if you drink Cokes 24/7, sorry,